Alright, so fair warning, this is going to be a completely unscripted video, so if I end up going off the rails during a video, you've been warned. It's just one of those days again, huh? What's up, everybody? The only 6 people who watch my channel. So, earlier today, Marvel just released the second trailer for their last movie coming out this year, Fantastic Four. The movie looks incredible. I am absolutely digging the retro-futuristic vibe and aesthetic that they're going for, and it looks like they nailed the family dynamic perfectly. Hopefully, and I do mean hopefully, we finally get a good Fantastic Four movie after all of this goddamn time. But you know, I wonder what other people's thoughts are on the trailer and whether or not they're also excited for the movie just like me. And of course they're doing this BS. Am I crazy? Seriously, am I like a loon or something? Because I really do not see the point of this extreme tribalism mentality that these Marvel and DC fanboys have when it comes to certain projects coming out. Now, let me make this clear. I am excited for both Superman and Fantastic Four. Both movies are easily my most anticipated movies of the year. I am also not saying that people aren't allowed to have preferences or aren't allowed to criticize these movies. I'm not saying this at all. But good lord, some people are acting like complete and utter babies now. Seriously, it should not be this hard for people to keep Superman's name out of their mouth every single time an update regarding Fantastic Four happens. Is Fantastic Four so uninteresting and hold little to no goddamn merit in its own right so much that people need to rely on shitting on a completely different movie that comes out 2 weeks earlier in order to make it look better? Like, that's just pathetic, dude. Now, like I said earlier, it's one thing for people to be more excited about one movie over the other. Hell, it's one thing to not care about one movie over the other, and that's fine. But this extra tribalism bullshit, like we're in the freaking console wars in the 90s again? Stupid. This is so stupid. And of course, when stupid ass discourse like this happens, there's always going to be some god-awful takes. Let's read a couple of them. Now, these 2 tweets by far have to have some of the dumbest takes that I've seen all day. And trust me, that is saying a lot, especially the latter one. But yeah, let's get into this. I think these movies should have swapped directors. I don't know, man. I disagree with that take, heavily. I think both James Gunn and Matt Shakman are doing a great job with both properties respectfully and what they're trying to do with them. Especially in Gunn's case, since this movie is clearly new territory for him, but from what I saw from the teaser trailer, all the behind the scenes stuff, and especially that sneak peek, he's clearly going to keep his trademark humor in filmmaking, but is going to tone it down way more in comparison to his other stuff, like Guardians or the Suicide Squad, for example. So like I said, I have to heavily disagree with that take. Now, this next take right here, I'm not gonna lie, it low-key pissed me off. Just a little bit. The reaction to this tweet. What the fuck? The reaction to this tweet just proves that art has become a name game. Sure, you keep telling yourself that, buddy. Because when has Gunn ever done anything that resembles the spirit of Superman and not just found family of morally great assholes who makes edgy jokes every second sentence? What? Are you? Ladies and gentlemen, one of the blatant definitions of gatekeeping 101. So not only are we lying and being heavily disingenuous about Gunn's movies, but imagine saying that a filmmaker can only make one type of film throughout their entire career and can never branch out. Crazy, man. Just crazy. And of course, since we are talking about DC and Superman, I do need to bring up that fan base at least once. So everybody, give a round of applause for the fan base that we all know and love, the Snyder cultists. Seriously though, if I wanted to, I would just post and read tweets from Snyder cultists for 2 hours straight, because of course they're the ones coping the most out of everybody. Like, I get that Warner Bros. Screws Snyder hard, but at the end of the day, y'all have got to move on. The stars of the Snyderverse did, and even Zack Snyder himself has moved on. But yeah, man, this tribalism nonsense every time Marvel and DC drops a new project, absolutely ridiculous. Y'all have got to find hobbies, jobs, something, instead of fighting over fictional characters and blockbuster movies like your life depends on it. Seriously, these multi-billion-dollar corporations, even though they're broke, they're not going to hand you careers, they're not going to give you enough money to be settled for life, they are not going to give you sloppy toppy with the way y'all are defending them. Especially with the way y'all are out here defending blatantly god-awful decisions, Marvel fans, or attacking an official film account just because you think there's some conspiracy against the company and the person person who's running it, DC fans. But all in all, that's all I wanted to rant about today. Me personally, I'm going to be eating for July. Both movies look great, and I'm telling you right now, they're easily going to be the movies of the year. Or at the very least up there. Who knows? But at the end of the day, we all know both movies are gonna get torn apart by Jurassic World in the box office. Anyway, I'm kidding. But anyway, that was the video. If you guys like these more rant style / commentary style videos more, well, the 5 people who watch my goddamn channel, then like and subscribe for more. But until then, I'll see you guys next time.
That's